had this thought a couple of days ago, and it was, is it possible to achieve all your childhood dreams? And remembering myself as a child throughout different stages, I had so many different dreams. This is Franklin. It's not that I want to achieve all my childhood dreams in the literal sense, more so the feeling I felt at the time when I was in English class and I wanted to be a writer. I fully believed when I was in art class and I wanted to be an artist, and I fully believed that. And when I was in physical education, whatever sport we're playing that week or day, I loved it, I enjoyed it, I believed I could be it and do it. And that's something I feel like I have lost in the last couple of years. Of course, I went through primary school, high school, university, and I have a job, but there's still something missing. And yes, I find my job challenging and fulfilling and it's good, but I feel like I want more. I want something that I'm calling childlike wonder. I want to bring that into my life again. I want to do things and explore, and I want to go back to the time when I fully believed and learned about this topic, which was growth mindset. Somebody with a growth mindset believe they can learn and unlearn and grow and be better, and that they're not what they are in that moment. But a fixed mindset person may believe that they are how they are and they can change, and I want to change that now. So to kick things off, I wanted to make a film, and here is how it went. So I had a vision, I had a plan, I knew what I wanted to do, but when I actually started filming in the space, it took me a long time to get here. And then when I was there, it was like what I had in my head was not like, it was not translating to the film, and it just reminded me of how lost I've been feeling, and that's what I was trying to convey, and it just wasn't working as well as I could. And I was just like, why is this also reflecting my current state? I feel like I'm experiencing a quarter life crisis, and I don't know if that's the correct term for what I'm experiencing, or if it's just a normal part of growing up. Like, this is how it is, this is adulting, welcome. And I'm just like, ugh, can we like skip to the good part, or like skip this whole part entirely? So that pretty much sums up how I've been feeling recently. And it's not that I'm experiencing any major life changes at the moment. Like, life is good in general, work is good in general, everything is good in general, but I guess I've also had the realization that I don't want my life to be all work. I don't want to just focus on work, going to work, coming back, and then just looking forward to annual leave all the time, or like my days off, or like leaving for my days off and annual leave and the time when I'm not at work. Like, I'm trying to have a good work-life balance, but I'm also trying to have a good rhythm, a good system, a good routine, a good day-to-day life. Like, work is work at the end of the day. It can be draining, it can be tiring. There are days when you don't want to go, and it's just what it is. And I don't want that to be like a state that I'm ever in for a very long time, if that makes sense. Like, I remember there was a time where I was at school and I just focused entirely on school, and I get really, really anxious about it to the point where I'd barely do anything else. Just school, work. And I honestly never want to be in a state like that, or like be a workaholic. That's like another thing I'm scared of just focusing entirely on work, that I neglect or forget every other area of my life. I want to have a fuller life, a more fulfilling life. I want to dive more into my hobbies and things that I used to do while I was younger. So it just comes back to this thing of like, I want to achieve more with my life. I want to chase my childhood dreams, and not in the literal sense, but in the sense that I want to incorporate things I did when I was younger in my everyday life. Like, I want to continue, like, at the moment I paint once a month, watercolor painting, but I want to do that more often, and other types of art. And I want to go to art workshops, and I want to be more active, run, walk, play sports, do things more often. And I want to write more, I want to think more, I want to read more, and I just want to do so much more, which I feel like took a back seat in the last year or so. And I guess this is what year 20 is for, figuring everything out and building the life that I want to live and believing that I can have the life that I have in my mind. Like, I can think of things, I can put in the work, I can achieve, I can build things. Of course, with my community and my family and friends and myself, and above all, God. But I just want to, like, above all, just go. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to articulate it, but I want to like dive deeper. I want to chase childlike wonder while adulting. I never want to forget what it is like to be a child, to see the world from a perspective of a child, but while still adulting, which is the main part. And yeah, that's basically what this video was meant to convey. Was me feeling lost in this field, where here it's like it's not
Okay.
grown, it's not great, but then there's going to another area in other parts that I may have seen where there is growth and green and it's better. This is just, yeah, trying to convey that, I guess. And that's what that is. But yeah, I guess I feel like I'm having a bit of a crisis where it's like, yes, I feel like I've arrived, but I feel like there's so much more to do and I want to do so much more. And I'm going to make a plan and I'm going to put things in place to ensure that I do chase childlike wonder while adulting.
Oh, the sky looks so pretty today.